No worries.
Okay, good stuff. Well, look, thanks very much for coming on, guys.
No problem.
Really appreciate your time.
Sorry.
And we're going to get Stan. I think Stan's the introducer here. So, Stan, we'll let you carry on.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mustansir Lagda Stan. My wife, Tasneem Lagda, and I started this business with Traffic Monsoon with both buying 786 app packs each in September 2015. My background is 20 plus years of property management, investments, and retail business. I studied management sciences at Warwick University in United Kingdom. We have all known Charles Scoville since we started with Traffic Monsoon or earlier. We know his character, his mindset is full of integrity. He has the company's best interest in mind and our interest at heart. We all know about his business experience and knowledge with respect to internet marketing and network marketing. The challenges he faced in his previous businesses has taught him to be forward-thinking and not take things for granted and put procedures in place so that Traffic Monsoon cannot be dictated by companies which benefit from it. I have been following Immy Aslam's strategy of repurchasing for 127 days and drawing my funds in a structured manner so that I can build my Traffic Monsoon business at the same time. At the end of this presentation, I will share my spreadsheet, which will show you how this strategy is working for me. I would like to introduce my team, which consists of Dr. Alan Williams Morgan from Sheffield, who is a chartered engineer, financial and business consultant. Mr. Ahmed Sharif is sitting on my left. He is a project manager and business development planner, used to work for Dixon's Carphone PLC. And Tanya Fisher from Brighton. She's an experienced teacher and the owner of Bespoke Furniture Business and Internet Sales Entrepreneur. Okay. Whilst my wife and I were in Dubai in November 2015 over a family meal, Immy shared some important changes that were going to take place in Traffic Monsoon, which increased our excitement level from 100% to 500%. One of these exciting changes was the introduction of Traffic Monsoon World Bank, which we have all heard of since yesterday. This has been in the pipeline and on Charles' agenda of great visions to bring Traffic Monsoon to be one of the top companies worldwide. We have all experienced problems from PayPal in one way or the other by either through purchasing, advertising, or withdrawing our own funds from our account with PayPal. PayPal was simply overwhelmed by the amount of business Traffic Monsoon is generating. There are 3.7 million members at present. Imagine the chaos that would ensue with PayPal if the membership would increase from 3.7 million at present to 10 million members projected by the end of 2016. PayPal is well known in Europe and Western world where the population is not as much as the rest of the world. Citizens of third world countries like India, some Arab countries, Africa and Pakistan have problems opening PayPal accounts. Charles wants everyone to make money without problems and delaying due to payment processor problems. The new bank is registered in USA and would be regulated by their strict rules, which is in some ways more strict than the regulation of British banks by the FCA or Financial Conduct Authority. The new bank is online bank and the reserve funds will eventually be transferred to the new bank. The bank will be internally controlled and will be easier and less expensive with respect to processing fees. The company is also registered in UAE, which has stricter company regulations and requirements than in the UK. We all know Mr. Imtiaz Aslam very well, who is in Traffic Monsoon. He is also a personal friend and my mentor. Now I'm going to pass it over to you, Immy Aslam, who will talk more about the points I have just mentioned. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Stan. Thanks very much for your help. Welcome, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. Imtiaz Aslam from Manchester. We're actually here for very good news in Dubai. There's several points I want to cover with you guys as to how, where Charles is going to take this company to and the new vision we have for 2016, inshallah. And it will help thousands and thousands of people around the world to be able to make a living from this business. And again, you know, my old saying is whether you make $10 a day or $100 a day or $1,000 a day, it doesn't matter. As long as it brings food on table and it helps you to kind of face your challenges and everyday income, that's what Charles has. And this is why I trust him. I believe him as a brother, a good guy. I've known him for several years now, and I believe that whatever he's doing here now is actually in a massive, massive change, and it's going to really do well for everybody. What we've got to do is follow his vision, understand where he's going to take this company to, and just trust his words and actually work with him closely. And so some of the points that I have, I want to tell you, bear with you guys, is that I call it a change. I actually call it a change, 2016 change, because we were kind of controlled by, you know, processors being told what to do and told not what to do, and reserves being in PayPal account. Do we really need that? You know, we've got nearly $50 million there sat in somebody else's processor. Why not have it in ours? And when I heard that from Charles, it blew my socks off. I'm thinking, hang on a minute, he's right. You know, what a good idea, you know, to have your own kind of processor to be able to handle all the money, and then we can do the payouts are easy. And there's some countries on my list. I mean, look at it, for instance, Russia, India, Pakistan, Africa, Saudi Arabia, you know, and Ukraine, more and more countries opening up where PayPal is not even there. So we're missing out on sales. Why do we have to miss out on sales? If you're connected in Africa and you're connected in kind of countries like Pakistan, India, Afghanistan, all these countries, then why not give everybody a chance to make a living? And again, whether it's $10 or $20 a day, or whatever it is, as long as you're watching adverts and you're buying services from the company, why not give everybody a chance to make a living? And so, as Stan said, that, you know, we're around 3.7 million members. Some are active, some are not active, and we're hoping to have 10 million by the end of this year, because the way we're growing is unbelievable. And we want to be very transparent, very open with you guys, and not just me. The boss himself is here, who's going to go through this with you. I'm only taking his vision in me, and his vision is my vision, because I know where he's taking it and I trust him. And I want you all to just listen to us and carefully just trying to help us and work with us, and not to be paranoid in any way whatsoever that you can't draw money out from PayPal and so on and so on. We're doing it better for you. We're all doing it better for you and for us too, so that we can all make a living from this business and make it better and viable. So one of the things I want to tell you is that the temporary basis situation we have, where you can't withdraw money from PayPal, it's only because the transition will happen between 4 and 6 weeks. So the money can actually move over to our new TM bank. Then we can actually take money and pay out people money. And eventually you will have a MasterCard that will allow you to take money out from any ATM machine. That's what we want. We've seen companies where we're advised by the top-notch advisors throughout the world. They're actually sat in Dubai and telling us, look, guys, how about if you could have a card where somebody who's just made $10 or $20 a day, they can just go out to an ATM machine, take that money out, go and spend it on food or go do some shopping with it. This is the reality that's going to happen. We can't do it with PayPal. We can't do it with all these processes. We've got to be independent to have these funds coming in. Charles's account, his control, so he knows what's going on. And if we want to be a billion-dollar company, we really want to do this. How can we do it with other people relying on other banks and other processors? How can we do it? We want to be a billion-dollar company where Charles's figures I've just seen, we've hit over, I think, nearly $500 million.
Just over $500 million as of today.
Over $500 million. You know, this is sales. People have bought services, bought traffic to the websites. So this is a product that everybody wants. Don't forget, when somebody's got a website, they buy traffic. Traffic sells whatever goods they've got. They can now spend that money and go and bring the living in the house. This is the route. This is the circle that's happening there. So again, my point is that the temporary basis that we have, where it's gonna, you know, people don't like change. You know, I've got a mobile here, which is a Note 3, and if I go to a Note 4, I'm not going to like it because I'm used to the Note 3. So people don't like a change. It's understandable. But you've got to understand what we're doing here is better. It's for the best. It's not to eliminate you guys or to take money away from you. Wallahi, Allahu Akbar. We're not into doing that. We're here. We've got a beautiful meeting happening on Saturday. We've got thousands of people turning up in Dubai. Ian Grisdale is actually online as well here, guys. A great leader from Dubai. We're expecting thousands of people coming on Saturday. So if you desperately want to come and see Charles, you know what? Come down to Dubai. come to the venue. It's on tmworldevents.com, and you can see what we're doing here. And again, we've got the tour going on in Canada on the 29th, 30th. So Toronto, we've got hundreds and thousands of people turning up there. And then we've got the Vegas event, which is coming on the 6th of February, guys. Come along there, please, and check the whole system out. So again, there's longevity that's been built here. We can rely on our own bank. We can pay out people. We can control the funds. We know exactly what's going on, and this is how we go. We just met a businessman, Charles and I, who's from Ukraine, and he has a pretty much control over 30 factories, where each factory's got 2,000, 3,000 people working. And you know what, guys? They all want to join. Do they have PayPal there? No. So why miss out of a whole country just because we want PayPal? It's not fair with these guys. They want to make a living too. You know, it's okay to have PayPal in UK and Europe and whatever, but you know what? We don't have it in other countries. How about Africa? How many people do we know in Africa that want to work? You know, Ghana, Nigeria, beautiful countries, they can't work because they've got no PayPal there. You've got to understand this. You've got to see where the longevity is in this. You know, people are already struggling to put money into PayPal, whether they're buying 5 packs or 10 packs or 100 packs. They're getting refused a silly few $1,000s to put in to buy packs. We're losing business there. Do we really want to do that? No. So these are the reasons why Charles has decided to take this step. And it may cause a little disturbance for a few weeks, but you know what? It'll be the best for our company. It will be your next billion-dollar company, I promise you. So these are my words, guys. So stick with us and trust us, and just please follow this guy's vision, and may God bless him. So I'll pass it over to Charles. See what points you've got, Charles, to be able to tell the leaders over here in the world.
Well, I totally respect how frustrating it can be for your teams and for everybody involved with traffic launching, because, you know, whenever you make like a server move to one hosting company to another and the website's down for a couple of days, I mean, that's frustrating. That is definitely frustrating when people can't access a website. But when people can't access their money, that's their income. I know that there's a lot of people who have walked away from their day jobs and they're really relying on this income. And so that's something that I'm looking at doing everything I can behind the scenes, and Immy knows what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm trying to move money as quickly as I possibly can to make sure that people can get paid as quickly as possible. You might be hearing this time frame of 5 weeks or 6 weeks or something like that for the bank to be open. I don't want people to have to wait 5, 6 weeks before they get paid. So we are having funds that are moving. They're coming. The thing that's difficult is moving a lot of money is a very difficult task. PayPal or Payza, for example, only will allow up to $250,000 at a single transfer. And so if you've got generally, I mean, I don't really usually talk about this usually, but you know, with how much sales we have every single day, we usually pay out a little over $600,000 in a single day. So when you look at that kind of figure, it's going to be really difficult to really keep up with things at the very start until we can start getting more of those funds moved over and more people using Payza, so that when more people use Payza for purchases, more funds are already in there to make those purchases as we're moving all those funds over. And then eventually we're going to want to actually move those funds over to the Worldwide Bank going forward, because just like what Immy's saying, we really don't want all of our account funds inside of other people's banks, especially when they have the final say on what is going on within our business. Like, for example, if someone is going to create some kind of fraud against us, it's going through PayPal. And so PayPal is going to be the one to make the decision whether to dispute that fraud or not dispute that fraud. And generally, they just take it from us instead of handling it. Now, the fraud is, of course, less than half of the percentage of all of the purchases we've ever had. So, I mean, we don't even have any issue with that. The good thing, though, is that when it's in our own control, if somebody is trying to do anything wrong against us, we have much more power to protect ourselves, as well as we have much more power and ability to give people their earnings faster and easier than ever before. And like what Immy was saying, there's so many markets we haven't been able to penetrate. Like Ukraine is one of them. You know, Nigeria is another one. Ghana. You know, Ghana, and just a number of these kind of countries that everybody has been asking me. You know, I remember the last meeting that we were just at, you know, the year anniversary, as well as in Birmingham. Yeah. A number of Nigerians have been asking me, please, Charles, do something. We need Nigeria to open up. And that's something that I look at and say, we've been answering their call behind the scenes. A few months back, we started talking with a man who actually set up a bank for another internet business. And at that time, that internet business was processing millions of dollars, and it was really amazing for that company. But when they set up their own bank, then they started processing billions. And so that's what I look at here with Traffic Monsoon, is that's our goal. That's the vision, is that we can be able to now sell to bigger companies, sell to more reputable people, because they see that we have our own bank. Because going through PayPal, a lot of companies, they don't want to go through PayPal and set up a PayPal account. A lot of companies just want to put in their company credit card on your site and be done with it. And I think that's really what we want to do with Traffic Monsoon, is be more professional, more on top of it. In fact, even just the other night, we were speaking with a man named Manny. He's working with a number of different multinational companies that he's helped put infrastructures in place and create strategies for companies that not only help eliminate problems, but avoid problems going into the future. And we're going to be bringing him on board. And I'm so excited to be working with him, because a lot of the issues that a lot of people have, like with customer service or the system or the site or whatever it is that's going on, he's going to help him implement solutions. So going forward, we will become much more professional than we've ever been. The design of our website, that's one of the things he was talking about wanting to help us with. It's just making some few modifications to help the website appear more professional. And also the search engine optimization, where when people Google search Traffic Monsoon, having all of that negativity at the first few search engine results, that's what he wants to help clean up as well. He's got teams that we can actually start to tap in and utilize to help make this company a whole lot better. So I'm really excited to be working with Manny. So there's just so many things that we're doing out here. I'm connecting with amazing people, contacts, Emiratis, and starting a bank. Opening a bank here, but we're actually starting our own bank. And I know there's a number of people who have said, what experience does Charles have in running a bank?
Good people behind the scenes.
And that's the good thing, is I'll be the owner, but I'm going to have the managing teams that actually have the years and years and years of experience, the professionals, the people who have been doing this for 20 plus years or more. And that's what I just kind of look at and say, these guys know what they're doing. I'm going to let them handle it, and they're going to take care of us. And I have a lot of trust in what they're doing. So, and I've seen that they've done this kind of thing with other companies before. So I have no question, no doubt in my mind that this is definitely the best decision. It's just a transition period, because when you're moving $50 million from PayPal over to another location, then of course PayPal, they have to protect their own interests, and that makes total sense to me, because at the end of the day, PayPal is a business of their own. And if we move that much money outside of PayPal, and then all of a sudden there's maybe disputes or problems, chargebacks, then they're going to be the ones left holding that back. And so I know they've basically given us some time to say, okay, we see that you're going to stop, so we need you to stop processing payouts so that we can hold on to that money and be able to then, after some time, start sending you larger amounts of money to help protect their own interests and just keep up with the trends of what things are going on there. So when people are wondering, why do you have to turn off withdrawals from PayPal? It's mainly because we are transitioning away from PayPal. We have to be able to move those funds out, and that can't happen if we're allowing payouts, because at the end of the, like what I was saying, PayPal has to protect their own self-interests. And with that much money, I mean, that's $50 million. If we were to take it and then all of a sudden all these disputes come in, and then they're left with millions of dollars in debt in their own company that they have to cover out of their own pocket. And that's what they're saying, you know what, we want that to be covered by Traffic Monsoon, and that's what we're going to allow them to do. But that's one of the reasons why we need our own bank, because if we had our own bank from the very beginning, then it would have been so much better, because we're at their mercy essentially with how things are going forward right now. So it's so much better. It's going to be, I'm just so excited about having our own bank. MasterCard's in your hand, Traffic Monsoon logo on it. I'm just really excited about how this is going.
When you go to a petrol station, you've got Traffic Monsoon card, and you're going petrol for it. And you know what? It's a good selling point. Yeah. So the back of it, you can put your phone number on it. And you can, it's a business card as well as a MasterCard.
So is Amir still here?
It's amazing.
Is Amir still here? Oh, I was going to have him speak.
Yeah.
Because he's all thumbed
up.
Yeah,
get some guys they're very happy. We have around 25 leaders from UK that are actually sat in Dubai, all doing business in Dubai, coming to the Saturday event. We're going to have a lot of testimonials from people that are actually quite happy with this move. And we don't see any negativity from the leaders. I mean, Stan, Ian, Anita, Sharon, there's about 125 major leaders that are actually involved with this business, and not one single person has ever come back and say, you know what, Immy or Charles, you know, you did a bad decision. They can see where we're going. Look, Charles has proved himself over 15 months and nobody's ever had problems of either taking money out or whatever it is. And it's been a good system that's been running and helping people. And let's keep it that way, please. We don't want to spread any negativity. And I said change is a hard thing to absorb in the first few days. But after that, you will see that it will work better for everybody, and people will be pleased with this change, I promise you. Imagine in those countries that you can go in and say, hey, you know what? We don't need PayPal. There's the MasterCard. Come and join us, buy your services, buy your traffic, and now you're going to get a profit share from it. This is the whole idea here. And I've understood, you know, I sat 2 hours with him just to kind of absorb his vision. Guy's a nerd. This guy's clever individual, mashallah. And may Allah go, you know, Allah bless him. And this is the vision he has for everybody. I mean, he's not. I mean, you've seen the video where it shows nearly $10 million just what's on account for you guys. You know, if you wanted to pay all of you out $10 million, he can pay you out. Walk away with $37 million profit. Absolutely. You know, so he has got the money in PayPal to be able to pay everybody out. So please don't panic. You know, try and understand what we're doing here. It's for the best. And let this recording go out to everybody. And let people understand what this vision is, what Charles is doing. 2016 is a change, guys, for us. We don't want to be ruled by anybody. We want to be independent as Traffic Monsoon that can go right around the world, in every country in the world, that can help people to make a living, whether it's $10 a day, $100 a day, $1,000 a day. Let's hit this poverty in the face. Let's help these people to change lives and bring food on table. You can only help those people if you're good enough yourself to help them. If you're making the money, this is when you can help people. And this is what we really want to do around the world. And this is the guy that you know, God has produced here for us to be able to help the nation, the world, the people are struggling out there. I've been to so many countries where you just come out crying. You think, what the hell? You know, we're very lucky in UK. We get water, we can get ambulance, police. But some countries don't even have that. And if you can spread the word and they can sit home, have a child on the lap, and do some adverts and make some money, well, God, you know what? What more do you want? So you know, I 100% back this guy. 15, 20 leaders that were with us all day from London, Manchester, Birmingham, here, and they all walked out laughing and saying, wow, Charles, you know what you've done is a masterpiece here. And you know, and that's it basically, guys. There's nothing to hide from you. One thing I must stress about Payzer and Solid Trust is that you must have an STP account. This is why I've been telling people in seminars, it's good to have an STP account. It's good to have a Payzer account. Have these processes too. You know what? You can even sell their services and make money and become an affiliate for STP and Payzer. But on top of that, if you're withdrawing money from Payzer, you've got to be able to buy some packs so they can activate your account. Now, Payzer don't know you.
It's not necessary.
So, not necessary, yeah. I'm saying it's not necessary. But you know what I would do? I would go and buy $100, $200 worth of packs or whatever, just to activate your account so that Payzer can see that you're working with Traffic Monsoon, and hopefully we'll start withdrawing money out. So, you know, there's no problems, no restrictions. And I would go and get signed up with STP and also become a member of Payzer. And hopefully, inshallah, God willing, we'll have our own bank as a process, a third one down the line that you can select and start taking a living from.
Now, I do want to answer a question that somebody asked me earlier today is, after the Traffic Monsoon Bank is set up, will we still use Payzer and Solid Trust Pay? And the answer is no, because that's the whole idea here. We want to be in full control of all of our funds. So we're not going to use any of them. The main reason why we're going with PayPal first this time is because they held the majority of our account funds.
Ian Grisdale from UAE. I think we've lost him. Okay, let me just unmute everybody. Okay, I'm just trying to find Ian. Just 1 second. Hi, Dilip. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Immy.
Yeah. Hi, Dilip. What's your view on it? I'm just trying to get Ian. These are leaders, guys. These are people that are running pretty much UK, Leicester. Dilip is a great leader and a mentor. Also, he has a massive, massive group in Leicester, represents a huge community in Leicester. And obviously, these people have got to have answers and knowing what's going on. And so, what you've heard of from what you can see here already, what's your views on it, Dilip?
My personal view, Charles, you've made the right decision to go way forward. We just don't want no middle people involved in this. Because as you know, it's basically blocking our earnings with people from countries that are not allowed to use PayPal. So from what I hear, your vision is in the right direction, you know, and we support you 100% all the way. So, you know, end of the day, you know, we are backing you 100%. And I'm obviously, from an owner's point of view, you know, you've made the right decision to go that way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And what's your view, Said? He's a Manchester leader. He has a huge, huge business in Manchester. These are real people that people look up to. And I, you know what, hold my hand to all of you guys because you're really putting a lot of effort. And you know, thank God and bless you guys too. So, what's your view, Said? Because you've had 450 people that turned up yesterday, and what's their view? And what do you think is right or wrong here?
Oh, you got him muted still, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Said.
Definitely exciting news. Everybody I spoke
got it there to take out.
all grew back to the decision that
But it's just being a dickhead.
fantastic news to everyone.
Get out.
Everyone wants everything to be all very simple and
Transferring over
you
funds.
know, I think it's definitely the right way to go.
Sorry. Let me just mute you on its own because it's say,
There it is, right there.
Sorry, Said.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I'd just like to say thank you, Charles. Yes, I'm getting good feedback from everyone. It's amazing what you're doing, and it is going to make the transition a lot easier for everyone. And that's what everybody wants to see, that they don't actually have the problems that they're facing at the minute with other processes. And by being with one bank, as you've just stated, I think that's fantastic news. And for the long run, it's going to make everybody happy. Although we've got some people worried, but I think after when they've seen what you've said, I don't think anyone's going to have any issues. So I'd like to thank you, Charles and Immy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Pleasure. Thanks for Okay, let's just mute some people here. Is it Ian there, please? Ian, let's have a look if you can put Ian.
Hi.
Hi.
He's not on.
No, there we go. Seema, are you there? Seema?
Turn muted. Oh, yeah, he is.
Seema, are you there? Arvin, are you there? Arvin?
Yep,
Hi, what's your view, bro?
I think it's amazing, fantastic. I think it's the best move ever. I mean, you can see PayPal is a bit of a problem for us all, you know. So we know that, we understand that, and I think Charles and yourself making that move to get our own bank is definitely a positive move in the right direction for us. So yeah, amazing, man. So great work, you know. Humbly, big respect for you guys and in what you're doing, and yeah, we're here to support you guys 100%. You know, we just got to make this happen, man.
Absolutely, yeah. And you know, we've just got to pull it off together and make it work, inshallah. Mustafa, what do you think, brother?
Assalamu alaikum all. I mean, this is amazing to have sort of independent processing all the payments. I mean, I've seen it a lot because most of my active referrals are from the Middle East and North Africa, and I've seen the initial phase when they've had problems with signing up with PayPal, Solid Trust, and Payza. A lot of people are really keen to get into Traffic Monsoon, but they've been, you know, they've not been given access to use the actual processor. that will open up different doors and opportunities for people that have not been able to embrace Traffic Monsoon and take it forward from there on, from wherever they are, either in the Middle East or anywhere in the world, really. So you need to make it as equally accessible to everyone. My only question is what's the plan for Traffic Monsoon in terms of how they're going to integrate the process into the website within the next period or something?
It'll be integrated into the website, just like checking out right now is to select either PayPal or Solid Trust Pay. It'll just be World Bank.
Absolutely.
It'll be just to pay with, I guess, credit cards.
Yeah, debit cards, everything else. You will have to be verified, obviously, passport, driving license, bank statements, because it's a bank. You will need to be verified, just like you would be with PayPal and anything else, because for money laundering. And I think one of my points I wrote down from Charles when we went through an interview for 2 hours is that it catches out a lot of the cheaters from the system. We have many people that have got 2 or 3 accounts, which is not fair on the system, not fair for the sponsors. So hopefully that they'll be caught out very rapidly. Click cheaters, because they've taken a good portion of the money as well, because they've got several accounts and they're clicking and taking money. So
it'll increase the value of our services.
Absolutely, yeah. And so that'll make life easier, and the money will.
What about the new users, Immy, Charles? Are we promoting for them? Are we actually asking them to sign up on one of the existing payment processes until that happens, or are we?
Yes. Once when that transition is complete, then everyone's going to be able to get their money a lot easier than ever before.
And you would recommend Payza over PayPal in this moment in time?
And the main reason why is because, like I explained before, is PayPal has the large bulk of all of our money.
Right.
And so we need to really focus on moving that money first. And so when moving that amount of money, there's strategies that you have to go into place. You have to be able to, PayPal is asking, please don't have withdrawals anymore, so that we can't send money, so that they can kind of hold on to that while that, their dispute period is now longer than ever before. Kind of keep track of those trends. And they can say, okay, now we'll be able to send you this many millions, and then we'll be able to send you this many millions, and then that many millions, until after 6 months period, we'll have all of those funds inside of our bank. And so it is just a transition period. But when everything's fully complete, then we'll be completely independent. We won't have to worry about it.
Would you recommend Payza?
I do recommend Payza. I do. I like Payza a lot. There's definitely some good things about both Solid Trust Pay and Payza. I mean, there's good reasons why I use them to begin with. I mean, I have a really great relationship with Solid Trust Pay. I know the owner. I also really enjoy my account manager at Payza. They work with me very easily and very well through just any kind of issue that we ever have had. I just get a hold of them on Skype, and boom, we get it taken care of. And so I really enjoy working with Payza. And they've got a pretty nice system as well. It's pretty simple and easy. I know that some people are saying it's more difficult than PayPal. There's some people that are saying it's easier than PayPal. So it's, I think, kind of up to the user. It's like what Immy was saying, if you get a new phone, sometimes new applications just are a little bit more difficult. But once when you get the hang of it, and it works. But this is only a temporary transition period anyway. And once when we're done, we'll have full control and full access to do everything that we need to do to the business without anyone having their hands in our money.
Yeah.
Great.
Also, Immy, the Solid Trust Pay is not the option's not on there at the moment. Will it be on there, Charles? The STP option?
It's on there right now.
Is it on there right now? Because the last time I looked, I could only see the Payza option down at the bottom where the withdrawal was. I couldn't see the STP.
Yeah, Solid Trust Pay is there.
It's actually on now.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay, Sima, what do you think? What's your view on this? Sina? She hasn't got it. I think she's.
I think she's still trying to figure out how to work the mute button.
Adil, what do you think? What's your view on it? You're a big leader from London.
I think it's great. Last night we had a fantastic event. Me, Anita, and Dowdy. It was actually probably better than most of our previous events. Many members are happy. The way I see it personally is that at the end of the day, we're doing business with Charles, and Charles is the one that is paying us, not PayPal. So that's what it comes down to, and that, you know, we're happy that it's going to be in control of Traffic Monsoon and Charles. So definitely it's the way forward, and look forward to when it does become a $1 billion company.
Yeah, because look, you know, we're doing $500 million already, and we open more countries that are lenient to start business with us. How many billions could we potentially do?
Exactly.
Do we want the company to be around, or we just want it to be shut down? You know, we want it to be around as long as forever.
Yeah, the
And
growth,
we can only do that. I mean, taking the reins ourselves, we're in fully control of the business.
Yes.
Yeah.
From my experience as well, the growth has been phenomenal. And yes, there's been a lot of problems with PayPal. So I'm happy that, you know, we're getting rid of PayPal, because there were so many complaints. They can't even get the transaction. They can't even keep up with the momentum. So yeah, it's a great move, definitely.
Yeah,
so yeah, thank you.
I mean, we've got simple people buying 10 packs, 20 packs, and you know what? They've been taking the money and not been able to put the packs into the account. And then I've seen Charles myself, overwhelming inquiries. These packs are not in, that's not in, they're not showing up, that's not. Come on, you know, this is a $1 billion company not processing what we need it to do. So, you know, these are things that kind of upset me, upset my people, upset you, upset your people. And it doesn't give it kind of quality that we really want to do. And we've all checked the traffic out. It works absolutely bang, 24 hours around the clock. People are happy with the traffic, happy with the visitors. Everything's streamlined. When it comes to paying in and taking money out, it's a hassle. Do we need this hassle? Do we really honestly need it? We don't need it. And so whatever is decided, we've got to have to go along with it, because ultimately he's the boss, he's the visionary of this company. And it's good news. I honestly think it's very good news.
I told you, what did you say?
Hi there.
Okay, guys. Sorry. Go on, Avin.
That's Darren. Darren, I think Darren wanted to say something.
Yeah, absolutely. Please, come on.
Or is it frozen?
Okay, well, look, guys, mind because we have another meeting. Thanks very much for your time, guys. And Stan, if you want to finish it off, you carry on, guys, and we'll. God bless Charles, and may Allah protect him. And thanks very much for your time, guys. And we're all affiliates trying to make. We're a unity. We're a TM family. We're going to make this thing work and not let anybody talk rubbish about us, please. This is what we are. We're all TM family. And let's keep it that way, guys, please. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
Thank you, Immy.
Thank you, Immy. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much once again, Charles and Immy bhai, for being there for TM in its time of need. Not many business owners would put themselves out so much. May Allah bless you.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you again.
Wonderful.